I wrote the book for Willow and for her friends, and for all the little girls in the world who need affirmation about being female in this pretty much masculine world. I really tried to capture different sides of femininity. I want girls in the world to feel powerful, to know they have the power to change the world in any way they wish. Today's beautiful woman of the day is Jada Pinkett Smith, Miss Will Smith herself. Jada is an actress. She is not just she's a mother, but she's not just a mother. She is not just a wife. She is an actress, the co-host or main host, not quite sure yet, of Red Table Talk. She's a comedian, a singer, songwriter, screenwriter, businesswoman, mother, but most importantly, she's a woman who wants to have difficult discussions towards making the world a better place. Now that last part, I was the one that put those words in, but that's what I feel she is currently doing. Now, a little bit about Jada, because of course, we have to go down into the details of things. So I started looking up some of the things, and I actually did not know that she wrote a book for women empowerment. So I thought that was pretty cool. But let's go down into her little details. So about Jada, she began her acting career in 1990. I'm so sorry. In 1990, with a guest appearance on the short-filmed sitcom True Colors, and subsequently starred in the television series A Different World from 1991, to 1993, and The Nutty Professor in 1996. Since then, she starred in more than 20 feature films, including Set It Off in 1996, Scream 2 in 1997, Ali in 2001, The Matrix Reload in 2003, The Matrix Revolutions in 2003, Collateral in 2004, the Madagascar films from 2005 to 2012, Bad Moms in 2016, The Girls Trip in 2017. On television, she was starred in Hawthorne, I think, from 2009 to 2011, and on Gotham from 2014 to 2016. She also wrote a book called Girls Hold Up This World in 2014. One of the things she said about the book is, I wrote the book for Willow and for her friends, and for all the little girls in the world who need affirmation about being female in this pretty much masculine world. I really tried to capture different sides of femininity. I want girls in the world to feel powerful, to know they have the power to change the world in any way they wish. I love that so much because that is a part of the mission that I'm trying to accomplish. It's part of a mission that I have. This purpose of mine is for women empowerment, is to teach women, teach girls that they can really accomplish anything that they want, that they can live life on their own terms, that they can make a living doing what they love, and that they can use social media to do that in building a brand. It is so much easier now than it was 10, 20 years ago to build a brand, and I want to encourage women, encourage girls to start doing that now versus in the future, because the more you can start that off now, the more you can really put away your insecurities and really put away your ego and really be able to give value and help women in any way that we can. One of the main things about this podcast is I wanted to share women that I was focused on, share women that I feel are incredible, that I feel are inspiring, and share a bit of their stories, share why I think they're inspiring, share why I think they are so powerful, and that they, especially as the first 31 women that I am talking about in this podcast, I wanted to start off with the women that I already start listening to, that I already pay attention to, that are already building their brands on social media. Now, from that, I will be going on into talking about more of like the social media branding landscape by myself, while also collecting a few women around here and there to actually get interviews from them and interview them, on this podcast. But for the meantime, I do want to really put down this sense of women empowerment and women power that I think is very needed, and especially within this business landscape. I want women to feel like they can do it. They just need to put down the work and be patient and let this time ride the way it's supposed to, and ride the wave and put in the time and put in the effort and put in the work, because at the end of the day, it's so much worth it. It's worth it to put in the work to make a living doing what you love every day, instead of working and settling for doing something that you hate. Now, another thing about her is in the beginning of May 2018, Jada Pinkett Smith has hosted the Facebook Watch talk show Red Table Talk, which features her mom and her daughter and focuses on a different kind of convo. Welcome to the table, where we tackle current social and cultural issues with an intergenerational perspective. I think that was so beautiful. I think the way they wrote it, the way they said it, came out really on point. They do talk about very difficult conversations, and I think that it's really worth it to have these difficult conversations, to clarify certain things, and to be open-minded for some of these. There's some things where you gotta just hear people out and listen and kind of see their perspective. We can't be fighting 24/7. Sometimes we have to just open our minds and open our hearts and listen. And listen with an open mind. Not just, listen to argue, to talk back, but listen to really see what the other person is feeling, what the other person is going through, and kind of have that back and forth perspective with things. There's so many times where I, in the beginning, would just kind of be quiet just to argue back, and then I realized the other person doesn't understand when all you're doing is arguing back and forth. Sometimes you do have to be the bigger person. Sometimes you do have to be the leader. You do have to be quiet, actually calm down, pay attention to what they're saying, because sometimes what they're saying actually makes sense. You have to be able to be open with things, and then also take a step back and really see, is there a way where something they said can be true, and let your ego get down. Sometimes we argue all for ego, and I'm not up for that. Like, sometimes there is real issues that are at play, and you have to be able to be adults about it. But sometimes you don't want to say the other person is right, even if they're partially right. And at the end of the day, honesty over everything. You have to be honest about real things. Like, if the person's true in some regard, you just say it and that's it, and you keep on moving forward. There is no time to have an ego and to not be a leader, because at the end of the day, if we want to build our brand, if we want to be on social media and be out there and really be able to go fast, to be successful the way we want, so that we can already start making a living doing what we love, we have to be able to be honest, not only with other people, but with ourselves. And I love Jada in having these difficult conversations. One of the things she said is, sometimes our biggest treasures and our biggest lessons are in the zones of discomfort. And I believe that. I think that was very similar to what Lily Singh was saying in one of the quotes that I mentioned. It's that sometimes we do have to be sometimes there is a sense of discomfort that we have to feel in certain situations in order to grow. And within that, sometimes they're needed and sometimes they're not. But either way, we grow and we evolve to be the best person that we possibly can be. But we do also have to put in the work ourselves to allow us to be the best person that we can be. If you guys want to check out the 31 Days of Halloween Women's Edition playlist, you can check it out right over here and check out all the beautiful women that I have on this playlist. Seriously, the beauty is real over here. The serious education is really over here, and the serious women building brands are over here, so you should go check it out, and I'll see you over there.